Hi everyone, my name is Ashlyn Bailey and I currently teach at York Township Elementary School in the Dallastown Area School District. I have been teaching third grade for 3 years now, and I'm currently teaching math, social studies, and science, so I'm extremely excited about this STEM endorsement as part of my master's program because I think that will help tremendously in those subjects that I am teaching. Some of my hobbies include fishing and being outdoors. I love to binge watch new shows on Netflix. That's definitely what I spend my time doing when there is free time. And I love to Pinterest new projects and crafts that I can use to decorate my home. So assessment is such a huge part of teaching, and I think that this course is really going to open my eyes to more strategies and ways that I can better my assessments and really focus them on my students and helping them throughout that learning process. So as I read Chapter 1 and the 7 strategies for assessment of learning, I really tried to focus on self-reflecting and what I currently do in my teaching practice to do these 7 strategies. So the first one was about providing students with that clear and understandable vision for the learning target. And really it just made me think about using student-friendly language when I am introducing a topic or a learning goal to my students prior to starting a lesson or activity. The second one was about using examples and models of strong and weak work. This is obviously extremely important, when you're beginning a new project or activity and you want to show those students what maybe past students have done, whether it was successful or something that they had challenges with. Just showing them what you expect can definitely help ease their mind as well as to what they're about to work on. The third one was offering the regular descriptive feedback during the learning. Obviously, just providing meaningful feedback during learning opportunities is extremely important, and this really, I think, is one of the most challenging ones on the educator's end because it's very time-consuming if you want to do it correctly. The fourth one was about teaching students to self-assess and set goals for their next steps. Really just encouraging metacognition is something that I try to do often. So having students think about their own thinking and what they're doing in the learning process, how could they, be better, what could we do to improve what's happening. The fifth one was about using the evidence of student learning needs to determine next steps in teaching. Obviously, just addressing student needs as you're working through a lesson or a concept that has become too challenging and you notice that students aren't where you want them to be. Think about what you can do to make that better. And as educators, I'm sure that we all do that all the time. That's really what learning and teaching is all about. The sixth was designing focused instruction, followed by practice with feedback. So this really just made me think about times in my teaching where I've had to reteach a concept and continue to practice prior to assessing because you've realized that students aren't where you want them to be. And finally, the seventh was providing students the opportunities to track, reflect on, and share their learning progress. So just holding students accountable and doing this by encouraging them to reflect on their learning and how far they've come in that learning process.